mail that says that I have to pay 11.46 lakhs to a certain body. Are you fucked in the head? Why did I claim in my previous video that licenses like IPRS and PPL or any other licenses are not being quite helpful? And this question is from Sultana ma'am. Thank you so much for this question, and gives me an opportunity to clarify on some really hard truths that I have faced along over the years. And please feel free to correct. Please feel free to drop in more opinions on this very serious topic. So, what exactly are the functionalities of this particular bodies? They collect royalties and give back to the artists, give back to the creators. As simple as that. When someone is trying to use someone else's track, you're supposed to pay royalty. And yes, this must exist, absolutely must exist, because so much of abuse has happened over the past that these bodies have formed in order to protect the rights of these artists and protect the rights of labels. Now, as simple as that is, why are they not being so helpful? First things first, lack of transparency. Around the use of TV ads, commercials, restaurants, films, OTTs, these bodies are functioning great because there is a business deal, and these people make sure that the royalties are collected and given back to the artists. But when it comes to live music, or there are a few other areas as well, the lack of transparency is a lot, because you don't know which artist is performing which tracks, where you are claiming that I will pay the artist back. So that's not been happening. We literally don't know how this money is being collected and given to the actual artist, and we don't even know if the artist is actually getting any money. For big names in the industry, for film composers in the industry, and for big labels, this is working out fantastically. But when it comes to independent music, these things are not working out very well. I mean, in fact, there have been so many stories just with us where these people have asked us to pay money for performing independent music, and it's ridiculous. Why should an independent artist or a promoter that's promoting an artist of their own composition, of their own music that has not been affiliated to any label or any business, pay someone? It's just not okay. So around independent music, in fact, these people have no idea. I've had very funny interactions with them who were trying to bully me into paying these particular licenses, and they literally don't care. I mean, in fact, I don't even want to take names, but they are very not at all educated in terms of the music industry in general. They just think, music is playing, let me go claim the money. Somewhere something, even the background music, something is happening, let me go grab this. They have no idea what this music belongs to, where this music is coming from, what rights are they actually protecting. So I've had these very funny interactions, and as event organizers, some of you can back me up, or even as artists, some of you can back me up, especially who are independent music. It's just quite ridiculous. I mean, let me tell you an interesting story. We were trying to do X Festival, and without naming again, I want to say that because we are conducting a music festival, automatically I get an invoice or a mail that says that I have to pay 11.46 lakhs to a certain body. 11.46 lakhs to a certain body. That's not even my profit margin. And in fact, he also told me that if the number of people are going to exceed a certain way, you have to give me commission per ticket. Whereas we are conducting a full-fledged 100% all original independent music festival. That was the first of its kind in Hyderabad. We had to educate this person what exactly independent music is. Can you believe it? This person was claiming that the music that you are playing is on Spotify, so you automatically are entitled to pay. I thought, are you fucked in the head? We are playing the person's original music. We literally had to define what independent music is and why these rights are not to be paid for this particular event. This is not the first time that has happened. For many event organizers and many artists, these people have approached and asked them to just pay, or if you violate a little, you are getting a check of 6 lakhs or 10 lakhs in penalty. These people outright have not bothered what music we are actually going to pay, because not everything falls under the same licensing body. If the music exists online, you have to pay. I just don't understand whose rights are they protecting here. And now that these money is collected from these bodies, is this money actually going to artists? I don't think so. Recently, a licensing body has claimed that they have distributed 600 crores to artists. Let me tell you how big the industry actually is. That 600 crores, people were celebrating on this fact, but 600 crores is paisa on rupees, pennies on dime, pennies on the dollar. This is not at all a fair number. First of all, like, who is this money going to? Why is this money going to? Who have used this particular music that the artists are actually claiming? As artists, your music must be protected. Absolutely, I 100% agree on this, that this is your IP. Anyone who uses this particular music needs to pay you some sort of a royalty. It's as simple as that. But the structure of these licensing bodies are, want to use the word, fraudulent. The structure of this particular licensing bodies is in a way that if you do certain things, I am going to file a case on you. The only way that these people are trying to fight this cause is through legal battles. And I have heard this from a reliable source that the number of cases that are pending for these licensing bodies are so much that they themselves are unable to afford to fight these legal battles. So how exactly is artists going to get benefited over here? These licensing bodies are not able to transform themselves. They are not able to come up with new technology as well to track what usage is happening, so the artists get paid fairly. The artist must get paid fairly. That's about it. But my cause for concern is that there is no tracking mechanism here, and on top of that, there is no liability or legality that they can enforce upon independent music, and especially with organizers that are conducting independent music. Maybe there have been some abuses have happened around the past, but that doesn't mean they enforce upon bullying into getting these spaces. I have heard task forces coming into systems, coming into venues and barging in and trying to claim certain things as theirs. But honestly, when I had conversations with those people who are directly representatives of these particular bodies, it is damn funny how uneducated these people actually are in terms of music rights, in terms of copyrights and sync rights. When that person asked me for 11 lakhs, and I said, I obviously cannot pay 11 lakhs to conduct an event of pure independent music caliber. So I get another message saying that you will be entitled to some penalty and some fine, and then the side note says, okay, no, it's fine, let's talk. I was so frustrated that I told this person, do whatever you want, I'm not going to pay. Do whatever you want, I'm absolutely not going to pay, because I am not doing anything wrong here. I am supporting artists, I'm supporting musicians who compose their own music, who play their own music, and who are trying to feed off from their own music. Where exactly are these licenses even coming across in the picture? There are some venue affiliations to these particular licensing bodies, where another funny incident is that to conduct a full-fledged independent music event, I have to take permission from these people. How is that even linked? I just didn't understand. So I was trying to debate from this person, saying, sir, why exactly is that a logic? Why should I take your permission to play someone else's music? Like, nothing of this music is even falling under yours. I am hiring an artist whose original composition is not affiliated to any label. So I'm giving you a declaration that if there is anything, I will take full responsibility. Like, no, you have to take my permission to play. And the permission process is so damn big. It's not that they're responsive, it is definitely not that they're not proactive. It is just so lengthy that so many people lose out on opportunities because of these compliances. So yes, there is definitely things that are not going according to plan. There are definitely compliances that need to be looked again, need to be transformed, and need to be created systems where these things can be tracked. So these bodies must exist, absolutely must exist. They are a non-profit bodies that need to protect the artist's rights. These bodies must exist, but these bodies must transform. These bodies must transform, and these bodies need to get people who actually are understanding the music business, not people who are just looking for a normal job. Because this is, you're protecting art, you're protecting something invaluable. Technically, you're protecting something, years of blood and sweat of artists. So you must be held responsible for certain things. You must be fully committed to certain actions. So this is my stand. I don't want to get into a full-fledged details on more incidents that have happened to me, but I would love to listen to some of these particular advantages and disadvantages of what's been happening around. If you had a similar experience, I would love to listen to these in the comment section. But this is my take. This is my take on these particular bodies, and especially the link towards independent music. So I know I went on a rant, but I hope this information has been a little informative. I hope I brought some hard truth out for you to reflect and for you to, either correct me if I'm wrong. So thank you.